So, hey, continuing on, we're going with the last, with part 1. It just cut off because the memory is full. So, continuing on, this part 2, it says, John 19 verse 30, when Yahushua therefore had received the vinegar, he said, it is finished. And I think that vinegar, was pissed to give him to drink. He said, it is finished, and he bowed his head and gave up the spirit. You understand? So we had to finish it. Yahushua finished the course. He do everything the Father commanded him to do. And he say, hey, now it done. It's time up. I finished my course. Paul say, I finished my course. So going back in Luke, and then from the Luke, I will go back in the precept what I had before. Is the precept, right? So going back in the Luke 14:28, it says, for which of you intending to build a tower, sitteth not down first and counted the cost, whether he have sufficient to finish it. So though, before you come into this truth, when you look as a bring up the meaning of the word examine, all right, examine meaning. I'm gonna look it back up.
Strong's G 3985, pyradzo.
Right, that the Greek word for the word examine in 2 Corinthians 13 verse 5, and it means to try whether a thing can be done. You understand? To try whether you could finish your course. You know, to try whether you could finish your course. So you had to sit down and actually go through it. Hey, I could do this before you answer that phone call. Because when you answer that phone call from Yahushua, I just saying phone call, but when you answer the calling, you understand? You had to finish it. You had to finish it. You had to finish it. That is why the Apostle Peter say, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if you do these things, you ain't going to fall. You ain't going to fall off and go back on the wayside. And being circumspect is a great example, a great way to show your diligence. Looking all around you, to see if you ain't doing no wrong. You understand? To see if you ain't doing shit going on. It says to try whether a thing can be done. So to try and see if you could try it out and to finish your course. Count the course. You understand? Count the course. The things you're going to have to lose. The things you're going to have to suffer in this before you come in. Because when you come in, the people and them go mock you. That is the parable in Luke. You understand? That way you don't read about it in Luke. That way you don't read about it in Luke. I'll read it over. For which of you intending to build a tower, set it not down first to count and counted the cost, to try whether a thing can be done, whether he have sufficient to finish it. Lest happily after he had laid the foundation, alright, the foundation is Yahushua. Scripture say 1 Corinthians 3 verse 11. For other foundation can no man lay than that is laid, which is Yahushua Mashiach. So so going back in the Luke, Yahushua is our foundation. You understand? So going back in the Luke 14, 28, 29, it says, less happily after he had laid the foundation, meaning you get this truth, the foundation of Yahushua laid within your mind. Alright? That foundation, the knowledge of Yahushua laid within you, and is not able to finish. Alright? You can't run and finish it like how Yahushua finished it. Yahushua say it is finished. You understand? And you ain't able to do the things that Yahushua do. The Apostle Paul say, be followers of me, even as I am also of Yahushua. All that behold it begin to mock him, because now men going and start to mock you and say, hey, this brother can finish where he start by. And you're seeing that going on right now, and this time is a scary fucking time for you to fall out. Brother, we closer to the end more now than ever. So now is the time we have to be circumspect and diligent and on fire. It says, and is not able to finish it. All that behold begin to mock him, saying, this man began to build. Didn't Paul say, I am a master builder? What we building? We building this temple. Understand? We put we hand to that plow. Start to mix that mortar. Understand? Pour up that brick. Do we measurements? All of them things. We taking all of them things. We builders. And was not able to finish. Alright? So you had to be able to finish. So going back in the 2 Corinthians, going back in the meaning, so he says, meaning of the word examine, to try whether a thing can be done, to attempt, endeavor. Look up that meaning of the word endeavor. Endeavor. Try hard or to do or achieve something. Alright? Try hard to do or achieve something. That's what the word endeavor mean. An attempt to achieve a goal. What is the goal we're looking for? That's salvation. You understand? That crown upon our heads by the hand of our Lord Yahushua Mashiach himself. You understand? So that's what the word endeavor mean. To try hard to achieve, to do or achieve something. And the scripture says in 2 Timothy, just now, you give me a little time there. 2 Timothy 2, verse 3. It says, thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahushua Mashiach. Alright? Endure hardness. You're trying hard to achieve, to do or achieve something. And we're trying hard to do righteousness in this corrupt, evil world. It's not easy work, but hey, you have to try hard because you're looking for the accomplishment. You understand? The accomplishment is that salvation and that deliverance from this flesh into a glorious body. Alright? And righteousness. That is what you're looking for. That is what you're looking for. A righteous world. So going back in the meaning of the word. Alright? So we see what endeavor mean. Going on to try. Make trial of. Test. For the purpose of ascertaining his quality. So you're going through tests. To make sure to see what you're made out of. Or what he thinks or how he will behave himself in a good sense, in a bad sense. Say what? To try or test one's faith, virtue, character by enticement to sin. Well, I basically hear there. So going on, continuing on to read. 2 Corinthians 13 verse 5. Examine yourself. So, sit down and count the course within your own self before you put your hand to the plow. Because when you put your hand to this plow, it ain't no looking back. Whether you be in the faith, Prove your own selves. Alright, let me look up that word prove.
Strong's G, 1381. Dokimadzo. Dokimadzo.
Alright, and it means what? To test, examine, prove, scrutinize. Look up what that word scrutinize mean. Paul saying to scrutinize your own self. Look up the meaning of the word scrutinize. Examine or inspect someone, Salakia. Examine or inspect closely and thoroughly. Alright, that is you scrutinizing yourself. You watching yourself, you're being so circumspect that, hey, you're making sure you ain't do nothing wrong. Which again, the flesh will kick in. That is not an excuse. Push to try and do the right thing. You understand? Scrutinize your own self. Alright? So going back. To see whether a thing is genuine or not. To see whether you're for the Lord or you're not for the Lord. So you're examining yourself to see, hey, I'm doing the things right by. I'm doing what the apostles say by. I'm eating up my commands by. I'm being on fire. I'm being out there teaching. I'm being diligent by. I'm showing brotherly love to my Akim and them. I'm being this brother that the Lord said to be by. You understand? If you're genuine, if you're real. Says last thing I saw, real people do real things. You understand? Real people do real things. As metals, going on, to recognize as genuine after examination. So this is the examination the Lord put in you through. And you had to put yourself through examination also. You understand? You had to examine yourself like a motherfucker. You had to watch yourself. By wrong or right, by doing the correct thing or doing the wrong thing. Because you don't want to get a phone call from the apostles. From the apostles, you don't want them to call and say, you know what? Get the fuck out. And then you start to talk about God love everybody again. We not looking for that. We looking to push on to the kingdom of heaven. These 1 Corinthians 9:25, and every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible. I therefore so run, not as uncertainly, so fight I, not as one that beateth the air. So Paul's saying, hey, I running, but not uncertainly, because I know what I'm doing. You understand? I know what I'm running for. I know the price I looking to obtain. I know I running toward this kingdom of heaven. It says, I therefore so run. Not as uncertainly, not running like a fucking dummy. And how he know he wasn't running like a dummy? He was examining himself every day to see, hey, I know I'm doing the right thing. So fight I, not as one that beated the air, because he ain't just coughing the wind. You understand? He ain't fighting, coughing the wind, and then actually landing the punches to knock out Satan, basically. You understand? He know the things he doing, conquering the flesh. It beating this flesh to a pulp. And Satan has control over this flesh. And he know the things he doing, beating the flesh. So he's saying, hey, I on point. On point. He said, not as one that beated the air, because a man who beating the air, what the fuck he hitting? He just coughing through wind. But Paul, the apostle Paul, saying that he beaten this flesh, he conquering this world, he beaten it through the knowledge of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai. All praises, honor, and glory is due. But I keep under my body. Let me look up that word keep under. He say keep under his body. But I keep under my body. Come from the Greek word.
Strong's G 5299. Hupopiazo. Hupopiazo.
Alright, and it means to beat black and blue. So he's saying he beating this flesh black and blue. It's like he taking his flesh, the spiritual side of him taking his flesh and fucking beating his own. That's how circumspect you ought to be. You understand? To beat black and blue, to smite as to cause bruises and livid spots. So that is how the Apostle Paul was running. That is why he tell you, hey, follow me. Because I follow in the Lord. Because the Lord beat it. The Lord come. You can't even say the man was without sin. You know what kind of fight was that? You know how much he fight to beat this flesh to come out without sin? That is what the Apostle Paul telling you. And that is what being circumspect. It says to beat black and blue. Alright? To smite so as to cause bruises and livid spots. Like a boxer, one buffets his body, handle it roughly, disciplined by hardships. It says to give one intolerable annoyance, beat one out, wear one out, beat one out to wear out this flesh, but you had a fucking conquered by. You understand? So the Apostle Paul saying he keep under his body, meaning, hey, I beating up my own self, this own flesh what I living in. You understand? And bring it into subjection. Read it over. 1 Corinthians 9:27. But I keep under my body, beating your own body, black and blue, and bring it into subjection. Into subjection under who? Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai. Because the flesh want to do your own thing. So you know what you do? You fucking hit it some, in a spiritual sense, you hit it some fucking hard cuff. So, hey, do what I want you to do. I want to be spiritual. But this flesh want to do your own thing. Because what the scripture say, the flesh warred against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh. Matter of fact, let me get that. That is in Galatians 5, just now. Galatians chapter 5, verse 16 down. It says, this I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. For the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh, and these are contrary the one to the other, so that he cannot do the things that he would. You understand? Because with the things that you would, the things that you would do, is always serve Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai in spirit and in truth. But this flesh does make you fucking go off. But you had to fight it. You had to, like, literally, that is what the Apostle Paul said. Beat it up. You understand? Beat it. Black and blue if you have to. It's not, 1 Corinthians. Wait. 1 Corinthians 9, verse 27. So it says, but I keep under my body and bring it into subjection, lest by any means, when I have preached to others, I myself should be a castaway. So he doing, in other words, he's saying what? So the reason why he's doing this is that I ain't going to get kicked out myself. I being circumspect myself. Because I don't want to be out there preaching to other people, waking up other men, and because in other words, you could have the knowledge to wake up other men, but then you could get fucking kicked out. Look at what going on with the Eli Yaradan, or the former Eli Yaradan, or the guy, or that guy called Yaradan. He wasn't being circumspect. You understand? But he preached to others. He woke up real men under him through the Spirit of the Lord back then, where he had on him. You understand? But he look right now, he's a castaway. Because he wasn't actually fighting against this flesh and beating it black and blue and bringing it into subjection under the ordinance of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. That's no, eh? That precept. Alright, look at you. Hebrews 12 and 9. It says, furthermore, we have had fathers of our flesh, which corrected us, and we gave them reverence. Shall we not much rather be in subjection unto the Father of spirits and live? So that is who the Apostle Paul bringing his body unto subjection to the Father of spirits, so that he could actually live. You understand? So that he could live. So going back in 2 Corinthians 13 verse 5. It says, examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves, how that Yahweh Shai Mashiach is in you, except ye be reprobates. Understand? And a reprobate is one void of judgment. Can't make no judgment. He can't judge to see if he going off. He can't judge. So that is why when part 1 what I do, you see when you're judging to see if you're still going off, and when you go off, you know you're feeling fucked up about it. That is a good example that you know the Lord still, you still had the Most High in your mind. Because if you didn't have them in your mind, when you're going off, you don't give a shit. You just going off, doing wrong, offending people, and it's like I don't really care. Because you can't make no judgment to see if you're wrong or you're right. You're a fucking reprobate. You understand? So let me look up the meaning of that word reprobate. Come from the Greek word.
Strong's G 5100. Tes. Tes.
No. I know it. What? Tis? Oh, no. It comes from the Greek word.
Strong's G 96. Adokimos. Adokimos.
Adokimos. Not standing the test. Yeah, fuck that reprobate. You can't stand the test. Not approved. Alright? Properly used of metals and coins. That which does not prove itself such as it ought. Unfit for. Yeah, I was shy fed up talk about the qualities of the kingdom, the standard of the kingdom. He say, whosoever do XYZ is unfit for the kingdom of heaven. He keep mentioning it. You could go and just look it up. Unproved, spurious, reprobate. Look up that word reprobate now on the Google itself. It says what? An unprincipled person. Alright? Just know, you don't have no somebody who ain't have no principle. Boom. Merriam-Webster. I'm gonna look it up on Merriam-Webster. And I will close after this. Reprobate. To condemn strongly as unworthy, unacceptable, or evil. To foreordain to damnation, to refuse to accept. That is how the Lord go and look at you. Wow. That is how the Most High go and look at you. You know what the Lord looking at you like that? The scripture says it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. You don't want to be on the Lord's wrong side. Be on the right side, because on the wrong side is hell. On the right side is pleasures evermore. Alright? So I guess that is the point, you know. Yeah, I guess that basically it. That basically it. I'll read over the precept and I'll read over the precept. It says, examine yourselves, 2 Corinthians 13 and 5. And I talking to my own self first. Because I had to examine myself first before I could examine our next brother. Whether ye be in the faith, prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves how that Yahweh Mashiach is in you, except ye be reprobates. But Paul going to say, but I trust that ye shall know that we are not reprobates. Because why? We examine ourselves, you know. We examine, we sure. We blasted reprobate. Because we know the Lord was dealing with we. You understand? So hey, hopefully you've been edified. You know. I want to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles, our great millstone that rule well. Peace and blessings to the elect. Hopefully you've been edified and you understand the lesson. Till the next time, shalom to the elect.